And we see that becomes 2 times 5 over 3 times 4, which gives us 10 over 12, or 10 twelfths, which we know is equal to, 10 twelfths we say that's 5 times 2 over 6 times 2. The 2's cancel out. That gives us 5 over 6. Okay? Now we want to talk about, what if we have a negative fraction? Negative AB. Negative AB, that equals a negative 1 multiplied by A over B. Equals A over B by negative 1. See, a negative sign, that's a negative 1. Anytime you see a negative sign, you treat that as a negative 1. For example, because any number, where A is any number, we say that's like factoring the negative 1 out of it or into it. See, a negative number is treated as a number that has been multiplied by a factor of negative 1. That's what a negative number is. So a negative, you can always factor out a negative 1 and treat this as an entity. Okay, now, and for negative numbers, so for negative fractions, we want to know how to deal with negativity in a fraction. To get negative A over B, that is the same as A over a negative B. It makes no difference whether the negativity is in the numerator or the denominator. It's still the same as multiplying negative 1 by A over B, or by any fraction. And those are for any, that's how you apply it for any numbers, for any fractions that's a negative. That's what you can factor. Any negative number, anytime you see a negative number, it can be factored out. A negative 1 can be factored out. Now I want to show you the forms if we have AB over C. So now we're going to say AB over C times DE over G. Let's say use F. DF over G. Okay? Now what that's going to give us is A, B, DF over CG. Okay? You take ABDF over CG, that's equal to A over 1 times B over 1 times D over 1 times F over 1 times 1 over C times 1 over F. Okay. Also, you have AB over C. One way to split this up. See, this is as simplified as it gets here. See, you wouldn't split this up. You wouldn't say this is A over C. See, AB over C does not equal A over C times B over C, because this equals AB over C squared. Okay? So AB over C does not equal that. But this is here also a form that you should write if you ever encounter this. That's like saying, okay, 2/5 times 3/5. That's going to give you 2/3 over 5 squared, okay, which is 25, right? 25, 620, and that becomes 6/25. Okay. So you should write this down as notes when you see something in this form. Now, if you have a fraction in this form, this can be broken into A over the square root of C times B over the square root of C. Or if you see any fractions in that form. See, if I multiply the square root of two numbers, it simply equals that number. Alright, now here we want to practice some exercises, and here's one that you will see on the GED test. You will see an example of this type of problem on the GED. I mean, you're going to need all of this knowledge for the GED, but specifically, this problem is directly from a GED book. So say if A